Hello, my name is Josh Hillyer. I'm the youth minister at Embrace Church in Auburn, Alabama, and I have a spiritual practice to share with you called plus and minus. It's plus and minus instead of plus or minus because the idea is that we are intentionally doing two things. We're intentionally subtracting something or spending less time on something worldly in our lives and spending more time with God, more time in relationship with the Father. And the thinking behind this is it's the summer and we have a lot of free time during the summer, especially during a pandemic when we might not get to travel or do some of the things we would normally do during the summer, and coming out of having spent so much time in quarantine. There's really an opportunity to reconnect with God and be more intentional about our relationship with the Father. So hear these words from Colossians 3, 1 through 2. These are the words that are the basis of this spiritual practice. Since then, you have been raised with Christ. Set your hearts on things above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things above, not on earthly things. So there's a PDF document that's linked at embraceauburn.org/youth-resources. And that PDF actually details 4 different things that you might do on a daily basis to spend more time with God. I didn't detail what you might take out of your life or spend less time on because I think that's probably kind of a given already, right? For me, that thing is that I'm going to spend less time this summer on my phone looking at the internet. Less time on my phone looking at the internet. So that means just 3 times a day I'm going to check in on those things: in the morning, at lunchtime, and then some point in the evening. I realize that I've lost way too much time during this quarantine season and have just focused much too much of my heart and my mind on things that I'm seeing on Instagram or on Twitter or on Reddit or wherever, just scrolling endlessly. And I could just take a little bit of that time and devote it to God. So what that looks like for me is just spending more time connecting in silence with God and then praying to God and journaling what I've learned and what God has shown me or people he's put on my heart during that time. But again, I've put 4 different things that you might do as your plus, as you subtract one thing and then add more time with God instead. My sincere hope here is that this is meaningful for you. I'm going to be reporting back this summer with some of the youth about how this has been going in our lives. Again, this is not saying to pull away from the world entirely. I'm not saying to move to a cave, destroy all of your technology, and make your own clothes. Instead, I'm just saying a little bit less time on the stuff of the world and a little bit, or maybe even a lot more time with the Father. All the best.